Hi, it's Mark. Today we're going to be talking about 7 things many rich people do to become rich and successful even during a recession. Currently, all the people over the world have been given an advantage. We are experiencing a moment of stillness, to be honest, the likes of which will not be seen for many generations to come. We are staring down the barrel of another recession, which scares a lot of people, but it could be the greatest opportunity of your lifetime if you act now and in the right mindset. If you don't follow my channel, then you won't know that I've been extremely broke. I remember leaving school at 16, I didn't have a penny in my pocket. I was struggling day to day to pay those bills. I was falling deeper and deeper into financial debt. I was earning $3 an hour, working day and night just to try and make ends meet. When you're broke and someone turns around to you and says, "Money won't fix your problems," you don't want to hear that. It's a load of rubbish, and let's be honest, they've probably never been broke in their life, so what do they know? You see, I believe there are 2 different types of problems we all face. The first one is something I like to call basic needs. We all need water, housing, healthcare and food. Now, if you're facing the first type of problems, then the answer to all your problems there is clear. You need to earn more money. Everything you're stressing about can be solved with more money. When you fix the basic needs, your focus shifts onto the abstract problems, which are things money definitely can't fix, such as love, happiness and fulfillment. These are the things you have to work out for yourself. For me, that's always been about spending time with my family, enjoying my hobbies, my interests, and running a business that I'm truly passionate about. So you can definitely be broke but happy. You can also be rich but sad. However, wouldn't you prefer to be rich and happy? Well, the number one reason people stay broke is they don't hit that like button and subscribe. But seriously, the number one reason people stay broke is they have a poor mindset. I'm not referring to their current financial situation, but their mental one. Even when I was completely broke, I didn't ever believe I had a poor mindset. Remember, if you're able to create a rich mindset, you're just never truly poor. The great thing is your mind is the only thing that you have complete control of in your life. So it's really up to you. So let's jump straight into it. Number 1, unsuccessful people spend their money on liabilities. Successful people invest their money in assets. During a recession, it's more important than ever because there's loads of potential deals out there to be done. When was the last time you thought about buying something and you took the time to decide if the item was going to help bring money into your life or drain money away? In life, we're constantly living on a seesaw. On one side, we got fancy cars, we got clothes, we got unnecessary gadgets. On the other side, we got rental properties, paper assets, stocks and shares. The key is working smarter, not harder. By taking advantage of when the economy is on its knees and buying up lots of long-term assets, you can easily set yourself up financially for the rest of your life. The first 10,000 is the hardest money you'll ever earn. The truth is that getting your money to work for you and not the other way around is the only way to achieve real long-term wealth. Number 2, unsuccessful people focus on obstacles. Successful people focus on the opportunities. Now is one of the best times to start a new business, as there are so many different industries booming online. This is the time to take your fair share of the millions of dollars being shifted to new exciting startups. Let's say you have the most amazing business idea that has the potential to make you millions of dollars, but you never act on it because too many things are standing in your way. How much is that idea actually worth to you? Well, the answer is absolutely nothing if you're not going to work on it. Have you ever chatted with a friend and they say, "You know what, I've got the best business idea in the world." They're extremely motivated, certain that this will make them richer than rich itself. You then meet up with them 6 months later down the road, you ask them how everything's going, you're really excited for them. "Oh, I haven't started it yet." And the reason is, because of the government, their job, the economy. They've got excuse after excuse. The list just goes on and on. When poor-minded people see a problem, they say it's bad luck. They quit and they stop trying. When rich-minded people run into problems, they might scratch their heads for a while, but they don't give up. They strike while they have the most passion and the most motivation. The longer you leave an idea stuck up here in your head, the longer you'll have time to convince yourself that it will never work. So, just get going. If it doesn't work out, You know, it's not the end of the world. Just move on to the next thing until something works. Number 3, unsuccessful people think they know everything about everything. Successful people know they're always learning. How many people do you know that have been stuck in their houses for weeks on end, but all they do with that spare time is they play video games, they watch Netflix? Of course they don't have any time to learn because they're spending the majority of their time escaping into a fantasy land where they don't have to think about their problems. But you know what? Ignoring your problems just makes them bigger and bigger. The strange thing about learning is that the more we learn, the more we know how much we don't actually know. It's about learning things you never knew before and then turning those newly learned ideas into action in your own life. It really is sad that so many people are getting laid off and becoming unemployed. But what is equally as sad is they're not taking advantage of the time they're being given. Think of life as a video game. Now is a perfect time. You can arm yourself, read those books, watch those educational videos on YouTube. By upgrading your skills and investing in your education, you're increasing your chances of success dramatically. People will say how lucky you are that the recession didn't hurt you. That's what they said to me twice. But the truth is, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So never stop equipping yourself with the knowledge and prepare yourself to be one of the luckiest people alive. The main point here is if you fail to prepare, then you're preparing to fail. Number 4, unsuccessful people are forever comparing themselves with other people. Successful people are just running their own race. Now, in the current situation, everyone is looking to other people for direction. Most people are scared, and much as some people will try and convince you otherwise, nobody knows what the economy is going to do. Comparing ourselves to others and trying to keep up with their success without fully understanding the situation can cause us to make some silly decisions in the heat of the moment. Let's take Tiger Woods, for example. He spent years learning and perfecting skills. He is now worth millions of dollars. Now, I love my golf, but if I was to compare my skills to his, I'd look pretty awful. Just because I don't measure up doesn't mean I should stop playing golf or that I should get depressed or jealous or resentful even. If I was to put Tiger Woods in charge of my radio control model design business, then I doubt the models would even fly. Comparing yourself to others is literally a shortcut to inaction. There's only one thing you're better at than any other person: being you and making your own decisions. Number 5, unsuccessful people spend time with losers. Successful people spend time with winners. Back when I was in my early 20s, I know it's a little while ago, I supplied some products to one of the richest guys in the UK. I was surprised he was such a normal, down-to-earth guy, but he just made it big. We sat and chatted over coffee, life and everything, and it opened my eyes to the need for multiple passive income streams. Now, just by having this one chance meeting with a successful person, it entirely changed the direction of my life for the better. Rich-minded people understand that attitude is everything. This is more important than ever. Now, if they were to hang out with these people talking negatively and talking about the state of the economy, you know, they're likely to end up doing the same thing. If, however, these same people start hanging around individuals that are continually talking about success, about opportunity and positive things, the chances are this is going to rub off on them, and that gives you all the opportunities at your fingertips. Number 6, unsuccessful people lack confidence. Successful people have it in truckloads. Have you ever complimented someone for doing something well and they look down and mumble something like, "Oh, it was nothing. I thought I should have done a bit better. Oh, I made a few mistakes." Maybe they don't like to blow their own trumpet because they don't want to look cocky, or I don't know, they lack self-confidence. But by downplaying their skills, they make others think they're worth less. This is even more important in a recession because the more confident you can be, the more confident your clients will be, your team will be in your abilities. There isn't as much money going around. So the more confident everyone is with your abilities, the better you're going to do. Number 7, unsuccessful people just settle. Successful people push the boundaries. Let's say you won $500,000 on the lottery, and this was your favourite car, the Lamborghini Aventador. Now, a person with a poor mindset would probably handle the situation, I don't know, something like this. Right, I'll spend it all on the car because that's what I really want. All my life I've dreamed of buying this car and I'll never have enough money to be able to afford it ever again. He goes out and he buys the car. He has an instant rush and feeling of, great, I've got what I've always wanted. However, the person with a rich mindset has a bit of patience. He understands opportunity cost. If he decides to buy a car, he knows he's sacrificing all the money that his investments could make for him. So he decides to invest every penny so his wealth grows. Maybe invest in stocks and shares, maybe he launches his own business, or maybe invest in real estate. Let's fast forward a year or two down the line. The poor-minded person has none of his winnings left. All he's got left is a depreciating dream car, so it's losing money week after week. He's desperate to sell it. Whereas the rich-minded person has all of his winnings left, plus more from the growth of his investments. He's looking to buy a pre-owned Lamborghini Aventador for at least 50% less cost. Now he's got everything he wanted and more. They both started off with the same amount of money. The only thing that was different was their mindset. This is especially important during a recession. The stock market has crashed, interest rates are at an all-time low, and so investing in real estate, for example, would make a dramatic return. So from this, you can see that you can choose to have a poor mindset, or you can choose to have a rich mindset. Now, as you've clicked to watch this video and subscribe to the channel, I think I know which one you'd prefer. I know you're going to love this next video. I'm going to leave it right there for you. Don't click on that just yet. Smash that thumbs up button if you found the video interesting. And finally, if you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. What are you still doing there? Click on the video. Now it's getting a bit awkward. Click on the video.